We're up to, we're up to mitzvah 56, which is another mitzvah say on Bezdin. Mitzvah say number 25 in the Torah. This is all found in Parshas Mishpatim, all these damage mitzvahs that found in Shemais, Chav Beis, Pasuk Hey, Shemais 22, verse 5. Kisei Eish, if a fire breaks out. Now, this is talking about Bezdin having to judge and impose payment on someone who causes damage through the fire. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about this also. If a person starts a fire, he's responsible to make sure to take the precautions like a good scout to make sure that it does not spread. If, in any case, it does spread by itself to a field or to a house, if it goes on its own, then he's still liable for full damages. The one who set the fire is chayiv, is liable not only for the neighbor's house, but he also has to pay for everything inside it that was destroyed as well. If a spreading fire injured somebody else, then the owner of the fire has to pay the full amount, full compensation, just as if he injured the person with his own hands. Fire is just like you.
So if you kill someone with fire, he
doesn't get killed, but he pays for, he does not, it's not like as if he killed somebody as much as if he has to pay for all the damages. Which we spoke about Nezek, Tsar, Ripoy, Shevs, all those, we said that in Mitzvah 49. Now, a subcategory, a tolda, of the damage of fire is if a person places a stone or a knife on a roof and they're blown down by an ordinary, a not storm wind. The person who placed them there has to pay for full damages. Now, you have to understand, where does this come from? The damage of fire, the basis of the damage of fire, and this is, I'll give you an example. Fire, how does it travel? It travels by wind. And that's what we said about this thing if it gets blown around by the wind. Now, he says over here, by the way, when one places a stone or a knife on a roof. Now, the damage of bar, which we said the pit, is if a guy, let's say even if it moves, it gets blown and it moves somewhere else, you're still responsible for that banana peel if someone slips on the banana peel. But the banana peel didn't go and damage somebody. They caused the person to fall, and then the person got damaged by their own weight, by their own slipping, right? However, the damage of fire in itself is a damage. Is something that can damage, can cause injury. Fire in itself burns. So it's the same thing. It has to be something that in itself damages. A banana peel doesn't damage you. It doesn't cut you. By you falling, then you get hurt. That's the mazik. That's the damage of water, of pit. Even if it moves somewhere. But the damage of fire is wind moves it, and in itself damages. The thing itself damages. Through the wind, let's say. Meaning like a rock gets pushed by the wind and goes and breaks someone's windshield. Oh, you haven't been here for some of the storms, but it can happen. Okay?
It's just a solid. How can it deflate?
It can blow off a roof. No, it just blows. Things blow. Doesn't have to be a huge storm for it to blow. If it blows off a roof, you're not talking about on the ground. If it blows off a roof and lands on somebody. Now, let's say a knife. Guy leaves a knife there. It goes, phew, clonk, and it falls on somebody from being blown around. It happens. If something gets blown off, okay, so now here comes the classic example. Let's say you're in a parking lot. You park right next to somebody else's car. You open up your door, and the wind blows open your door and whacks someone else's car. That is the damage of Aish, of fire. It's not a fire. But it's just
wind, though.
That's what happens, because the wind knocked it, and that was the damage. So it's almost like the car door became like a baseball bat that just went whack right into somebody else's car and made a dent. So that, even if you open up the door and the wind blows it, you will be chayiv because of the damage of Aish, damage of fire.
wasn't his fault.